What's up guys, welcome back to the new video. I'm your host Yash from Equitymaster, trying to make markets simpler for you. Thank you for tuning in every week. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 semiconductor stocks that have attractive dividend yields. But before that, I wanted to take a moment to acknowledge something special. We are in the middle of the auspicious occasion of Ganesh festival. So let's take a moment to celebrate and reflect on how we can remove obstacles from our financial journeys, just as Lord Ganesha helps us remove obstacles from our lives. Now, with that spirit, let's jump into the markets and make things simple. 11th September 2024 was a big day for Indian semiconductor companies. The entire semiconductor industry's prospects changed when Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared several critical aspects that laid the roadmap of how India plans to become a chip manufacturing powerhouse. Some of these include over rupees 1.5 trillion worth of investments have been committed in the semiconductor manufacturing. The country is preparing semiconductor workforce of 85,000 technicians, engineers and R&D experts. Also, India currently accounts for 20% of global semiconductor design talent. The key highlight was when Modi said, "This is the right time to be in India. In 21st century India, the chips are never down. When the chips are down, you can bet on India." No wonder most of the semiconductor stocks surged during the day. So, in today's video, I'm going to talk about some high dividend yield semiconductor stocks. These stocks are filtered using Equitymaster's powerful stock screener. Investors seeking regular income while participating in the semiconductor industry's growth can consider these high dividend yield semiconductor stocks. Before we move on, please note that this video is for information purposes only. It's not a stock recommendation and should not be treated as such. There's no opinion or view on any stock covered herein. With that disclaimer out of the way, let's get started. The first stock on this list is Vedanta. I know what you're thinking. Wasn't Vedanta's ambitious plan for its semiconductor chip segment put on the back burner by the Indian government not long ago? That's right, the government had in February 24 put the Vedanta Group's proposal for setting up the mega semiconductor fab plant on the back burner due to the company's inability to rope in a technology partner. However, it was the Vedanta Group that initially planned to turn India into a semiconductor giant with its joint venture with Foxconn. In February 2022, Vedanta had announced its plan to set up a semiconductor plant, and it was among the first few participants in the government's PLI scheme. This joint venture marked Vedanta's second failed attempt to invest in the country's semiconductor and display ecosystem. Before this, nearly 5 years ago, the company had announced and later abandoned its plan to set up a display manufacturing unit with an investment of $10 billion. Anyways, what's past in the past, Vedanta still has some plans to score big with its investment in the semiconductor space. In July 24, Anil Agarwal reiterated that Vedanta's commitment to setting up a semiconductor manufacturing unit, dismissing rumors that the government may have deprioritized the company's plan to enter the sector. In May 2024, it was reported that Vedanta Semiconductors, a wholly owned subsidiary of Vedanta, has raised Rs 18 billion from private creditors. Vedanta Semiconductors, formerly known as Vedanta Foxconn Semiconductors, was set up in partnership with Foxconn to manufacture chips in India. It was later renamed as the partnership was dissolved in 2023. The progress of Vedanta's semiconductor business will still depend on the company's ability to identify a new technology partner. Coming to Vedanta's dividend history, the company recently announced a hefty payout of Rs 20 per share as its third interim dividend for financial year 2025. If you look at the company's track record of dividends, it has never disappointed investors for the past 3 decades. The company shattered all records in financial year 23 when it paid a 10,000 and 150% dividend on its face value, amounting to Rs 101 per share. At the current price of Rs 427, Vedanta's dividend yield stands at 6.9%, making it one of the top semiconductor companies which also pays big dividends. Vedanta is currently restructuring its business by demerging into 6 independent listed companies. Post-demerger, Vedanta will hold the upcoming semiconductor and display business. Moving on to the second stock on this list, HCL Technologies is a significant player in the semiconductor industry, offering a comprehensive range of services and solutions across the semiconductor value chain. The company has established itself as a leader in semiconductor engineering services, boasting a strong track record of partnering with top semiconductor OEMs. It provides end-to-end engineering services encompassing design, verification, manufacturing, and testing phases. The company's expertise spans across lithography, deposition, implantation, etching, inspection, metrology, post-silicon validation, and automated test equipment. The company's deep domain knowledge, coupled with its large pool of engineers, positions it as a preferred partner for semiconductor companies. HCL Technologies provides IT services to semiconductor and wireless communication companies. These services include application development, IT infrastructure management, and digital transformation. It has a global presence and works with clients worldwide, including semiconductor and wireless communication companies. In February 2024, HCL Technologies expanded its long-standing collaboration with Intel Foundry to co-develop customized silicon solutions for semiconductor manufacturers, system OEMs, and cloud service providers to enhance the foundry services. Adding to this, in March 24, HCL Tech expanded its partnership with the Semiconductor Intellectual Property course provider Computer Aided Software Technologies, or abbreviated as CAST. Further, the company is exploring opportunities in setting up a semiconductor water fabrication unit and an outsourced semiconductor assembly and test facility. Coming to HCL Tech's dividend yield, at the current price of Rs 1786, HCL Tech commands a yield of almost 3%. So far for the financial year 2025, the company has declared and paid an interim dividend of Rs 12 per share in July 24. IT companies usually declare regular quarterly payouts, so investors could expect more interim dividends from HCL as and when it declares its earnings for the remaining 3 quarters of financial year 25. By combining its engineering prowess with manufacturing ambitions, HCL Technologies is well positioned to capitalize on the growing semiconductor market and become a key player in shaping the future of the industry. The last company on this list is Larsen & Toubro, or abbreviated as L&T. Unlike other Indian conglomerates venturing into the semiconductor manufacturing space, L&T has adopted a different approach by concentrating on the design and development of specialized chips rather than manufacturing them. For this, it has ventured into the design of fabless semiconductor chips by setting up a wholly owned subsidiary with an investment of Rs 8.3 billion. In its initial phase, the subsidiary L&T Semiconductor Technologies plans to focus on semiconductor IC design. This will be developed by the development of gallium nitride and silicon carbide fabrication facility in the second phase. In July 24, the company announced that its subsidiary has signed a purchase agreement to acquire a 100% stake in Silicon Systems Private Limited. This acquisition is expected to add intellectual property, engineering skill sets, and design expertise to strengthen its presence in the fabless semiconductor business. Coming to its dividend yield, at the current price of Rs 3,525, L&T commands a dividend yield of 1%. Over the years, L&T has paid consistent dividends to its shareholders. It has been paying dividends to its shareholders since 1994. Its 5-year average dividend payout is 43.2%. Shares of L&T have remained investors' favorite for quite some time now, owing to the company's toes dipped in various business verticals. These business verticals include infrastructure, power, hydrocarbon, metal, minerals, defense, aerospace, IT, and whatnot. With a favorable government tender conversion ratio and a 5-year low quantum of domestic share of order backlog at 73%, L&T is expected to have a reasonable share of revenues coming from the pending order book in the next decade. So there you go. These were some of the companies that are into the semiconductor industry, and they also boast of attractive dividend yields. While the semiconductor industry offers a compelling opportunity due to its integral role in advancing technology, it is crucial to understand the risk associated before making any investment decisions. Carefully assess all the risks associated, such as intense competition, the chip manufacturing industry being cyclical, price wars, lack of technological advancements, and so much more. Nevertheless, you can now filter the best semiconductor stocks in India using Equitymaster's powerful stock screener. The link is provided in the description below. That's it for today. Don't forget to like this video and share it with like-minded investors. And to stay updated, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one. Happy investing.